business for me. It was nothing personal, it was their business for me. When I got on, I paid them back and told them it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
7 yards there and a first down. Jackson forced out to his left.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
That catch good for only a couple.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 15 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Mon now off of play action. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Mon's throw complete there to Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Mond out of the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They run. Cook. Cook, a first down and more. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down. Inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action here. Mon. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Mon. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Mon. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think that teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second and 10, Jackson. He's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Mon. Under pressure is Mon, and he'll go down. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mon looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Joseph's got it. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now Mon.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be at the end of this play on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Vikings.
Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they get a break there as the penalty moves them to the 5 for another 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mon looks to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mod going to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you?
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Out to his left.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped, escaping the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up. Check. Hey, middle. Mike 5-4. 13. Hey, watch out. Check.
Another run here with Dobbins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mon now off of play action. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mond out of the shotgun. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
2nd and 10. They go play action here. Mon rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, here's Mon. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. It looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking here for Smith downfield. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
To throw again on second down. Mond. And it's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing now is Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up